Great. Here we are at the half of our ILA.
هلا نحن صرنا بنص الكام تبعنا ILA.
I don't know if some of us you are doing yes or boo or mixed.
ما بعرف إذا في منا مبسوطين ياي أو بو أو اثنيناتهم.
But for me we are entering kind of a second phase, if I can say so.
بس لإلي أنا كأنه هلا عم نقطع مرحلة جديدة، مرحلة تانية.
And you know that we concentrate very much on our values these last days.
وبتعرفوا إنه بهيدي الأيام اللي قطعت ركزنا كتير على المبادئ.
And it's not finished yet.
وبعد ما خلصوا.
Of course, because it's a continued process.
أكيد لأنه هي continuous. هي مستمرة بعد ما خلصنا المبادئ.
But you know, we did not work on values only to fill in a lot of sheets of paper.
بس تعرفوا نحن ما اشتغلنا على المبادئ بس تنعبي كتير وراء.
And this not only over months but years. Actually, we truly believe that our values are part of our, of course, identity, our DNA. And DNA is essential for multiplication. And for me, it's a very special day. I can honestly say that I have dreamed of that day for years now. To be able, you know, just to say, as KKI ministry, here is what we believe are our next step of development. For me, these last years of working of the values have been very special. Because I have had the privilege to spend hours of just receiving from Dale, you know, everything that he has to share with us. And it has been a very special time. Of course, many things on the value document can be improved. But in my heart, I have a deep, deep thankfulness for this legacy. Inheritance. You know, of course we can say we could change this word in this word is too strong, and we may perhaps put a comma here, and we did that for quite a long time. But I would like to encourage us to receive the core of what is written in these values. This is really who we are. And it will help us to multiply. We prayed as an ILT for the last years to try to understand how we could multiply. What is God's strategy for us now as a KKI movement? And the Lord started to speak to us about 3 steps. I think they are the 3 first steps. Many other will come, I'm sure. But the 3 steps are these. The first one is to realign with our Levitical calling. And it's what we did during this ILA these last few days. The second step is answering I think the most frequently asked question in our ministry,
هو إنه نجاوب على أكثر سؤال بينسأل بهذه الخدمة.
which is who can start a KKI ministry and how? A King's Kids ministry and how?
مين فيه يبلش خدمة أولاد الملك وكيف؟
I think that you already heard this question.
بفتكر إنه أنتم سمعتوا هذا السؤال.
We are actually almost every week.
نحن تقريبا كل جمعة.
And I think it's a very good news, to have this kind of question. Coming actually from all over the world.
من حول العالم.
And this question we will kind of process the answer starting tomorrow.
هذا السؤال هنبلش نلاقي الجواب ابتداء من بكرة.
And the third step that the Lord spoke to us
وثالث خطوة اللي الرب قال عنها
is the strategy of circles.
هي استراتيجية الدوائر.
I hope you are all familiar with that within our broader family.
أنا بتمنى إنه أنتم تكونوا بتعرفوا عن هيك مع عائلتنا العالمية.
If you don't, please go to the YWAM website because there are full teaching on circles, circuits, and
أنا ما بتعرفوا عن هيك.
the third one, cycles. Thank you.
زوروا صفحة الوايمام في صفحات مكتوبة عنها في الشرح.
These are really our, like core teachings that we need to listen to.
هذا تعليم كثير مهم نحن لازم نكون معه.
So, as KKI, we thought, what are our circles?
فنحن كأولاد الملك كنا عم نفكر مثل شو هن الدوائر تبعنا؟
What is the Lord asking for us right now at an international level?
شو الرب عم يطلب منا هلا على عالميا كلنا سوا؟
I hope you all read the paper that I sent to you,
بتمنى انه كلكم تكونوا قريتوا الورقه اللي بعثت لكم اياها.
because I will not read it again to you this morning.
مش رح ارجع اقريها اليوم.
So you have it all on your signal group.
فعندكم اياها كلكم على فيسبوك جروب.
I just put it back to today, right a few minutes ago.
رجعت حطيت اليوم على الجروب.
And it will appear on the screen too. We will this morning focus only on this first part.
اليوم رح نركز على اول مقطع بس.
The further down, it's more explanations.
تحت حيصير في اكثر تفسير.
Right now, I just would like to ask you if you have some questions when you read the documents that you would like to ask. Something that was not clear enough for you.
هلا بحب اسالكم اذا في شي حدا عنده سؤال من اللي انتم قريتوه، اذا في شي ما كان واضح بتحبوا تسالونا عنه.
I will explain you what we will do with that, okay? It's more of the meaning and the content of these first parts.
رح اشرح لكم شو رح نقدر نعمل وهي اكثر عن معنى هذا اول مقطع.
If you have questions, please feel free to ask.
إذا عندكم اسئله بليز تفضلوا.
It either means two things. Either you did not read it and you are reading it now, or everything is clear. Okay, great. If you don't have any question right now, feel free to come to me or any one of the ILA leadership team to ask some questions, and we will, of course, answer you.
إذا ما عندكم أسئلة هلا حسوا بحرية شو تسألونا وقت بدكم أنا أو التيم رح نقدر نساعدكم ونجاوبكم على الأسئلة.
The idea is that when I'm over now till lunch, you will have time to process these as regions.
من هلا لوقت الغدا رح يكون عندكم وقت تفكروا بشو كنا عم نحكي هلا.
If you are too many in your region, please make smaller groups. If you are too many people in a region, you can make smaller groups within your own region. After I'm over.
بس أنا خلص إذا أنتم فريقكم فريق البلد تبعكم كثير كبير بتعملوا فرق صغير أصلا حكم فرق صغير.
And the idea is for you to process these things. If you can put them on the screen. Yeah.
حتى نقدر نفكر
because these are the 10 circles that we are proposing as an ILT to you at an international level.
لأن هذا هن العشرة الدوائر اللي نحن هلا رح نحكي عنها.
As a mere reminder, we worked on this, we prayed on this, and we also had a consultation of every region. And we came up with these things, these 10 circles.
نحن فكرنا فيهم وصلينا فيهم وحكينا مع البلاد العالمية وهلا طلعنا بهذه العشرة دوائر.
And later during this week, we will pray for all these leaders.
وبعد شوي بهيدي الجمعة رح نكون عم نصلي لهودي.
I think it will be on Saturday. But Friday night, you will have the opportunity to meet in circles.
نهار الجمعة رح يكون عندنا رح نقدر نجتمع بدوائر.
But right now, what we are asking you, can you put it a little bit down? Yes. It's these questions that we would like you to process in regions.
هلا رح نكون عم نجيب الأسئلة اللي بنحبكم إنه تكونوا عم تفكروا فيهم كل بلد لحالها.
In which ways are circles a part of your strategy or development?
بأي طريقة هذه العشر دوائر هن بيساعدوا بالتقدم تبع.
And is the Lord asking you something more, something else, or something different? What circle are you developing or will you develop in your region and our nation? Is the Lord asking you to join an international circle? And if you feel yes, please connect with the leaders of this group, of this circle, sorry. And the idea is for you to join this circle for a time. And then perhaps, let's say at the end of 6 months, 12 months, you can both together say, yes, this is my place, or no, we feel it's not my place, and you can leave. It's not a commitment for 20 years. The leaders and you need, to feel that it's working well for you. Also, if there is someone else you think of, you could ask to join one of these circles. And is the Lord asking you to start or join a circle in your region or your nation? Of course, it's not in 2 hours that you will be able to answer all these questions. And it's totally okay. We are giving you these questions to process, to bring back also as a region when you go home. And to continue to work on this as a region. So, as you are part of this ILA here, or through a satellite ILA, it's our job to all of us to continue this process over the next month, years. And you know how to contact us now. Through the email, you know all these things, through the WhatsApp signal group and so on. After this time this morning, we will have a short feedback time tomorrow. At 10 a.m., we'll have half an hour of feedback of the time that you just spent as a region this morning. Basically, it means that each region you will have 5 minutes to report. You can report on what you shared, on your questions, or whatever you want, but you will have 5 minutes to do so.
فيكم تعطوا تقرير عن الأسئلة أو عن شو سمعتوا أو عن شو بتفكروا.
So please, at the end of your time, just make sure you have one person ready.
فبليز بآخر الوقت تبعكم كمنطقة أو كبلد كونوا أكيدين إنه في حدا جاهز يعطي التقرير.
And of course, you can put your full summary or questions or anything you would like to ask to the Signal group. Please use that.
فيكم تحطوا التقرير أو الملخص أو حيالي شيء تحبوه على السيجنال جروب.
Or if you don't like to write on Signal, you can send us an email too, of course.
وإذا أكيد ما بتحبوا تكتبوا على السيجنال فيكم تبعتوا على الوريق.
But all these platforms are available for you to give feedbacks, okay?
بس كل هودي الوريق الإلكتروني والسيجنال كلهم مفتوحين حتى أنتوا تعطوا التقرير تبعكم.
Do you have things you would like to ask? Questions? Yes? The younger leaders in our midst, yes. Do you want young? I know what is written, yeah. The idea is for younger leaders to be involved in these circles. Yes, definitely. We would like younger leaders to be part of these circles. We find that it's a way for them, to be involved in the ministry in a specific area they are passionate with. So yes, the idea is not that only older leaders in our midst will join this circle, but that we will have younger leaders in our midst joining the circles, but at every level. Because if you read the documents, you realize that we are speaking here about 10 international circles. And I lost you, sorry.
في حدا كان عم يسأل عن واحد من الأسئلة أو واحد من الجمل المكتوبين هون وهي كانت عم تقول إنه الفكرة كانت إنه الشبيبة القادة الشبيبة تقدر تنضم لهول الدوائر مش بس القادة الكبار بالعمر بس كمان القادة اللي بالعمر أصغر الشبيبة يقدروا ينضموا لهول الدوائر عالميا.
But we really would like to see also circles existing at a regional level and national level. And I'm sure that in some of your region you are not calling them circles, but actually they already are existing. If I give a very practical example on communication, as at an international level, we just, of course, are aware that we need a circle on communication. And it allowed us actually to invite younger people, younger leaders in our midst to say, please join us. And it's a way to include them in a discipleship process and also intergenerational leadership process. I would say that basically every time we are leading something or working in teams, we should think of 3 generations of leaders serving together. Does that answer your question?
It's just the clarity of the formulation. It says younger leaders to be involved in every circle, and I wasn't sure if you want every young person to be involved in every circle. No, in every circle you would like to have a young leader.
Yes.
Okay. For me, just the sentence is confusing.
Okay. We can make it clear. Yes? That's a good question. So far, only the Lord knows. No, I can explain you one. When we prayed, we felt that it was very important to have these 3 circles. But so far, we have no leaders for these circles. So it's just really a point of prayer. We processed and say, should we remove them? And we didn't have peace to do so. We thought, we should keep them here, and perhaps someone among you in the satellites or here in the room would just feel the call to lead them. Should I repeat? This circle, 8, 9, and 10, have no leader yet. Yeah, you see? But we felt it was important to have them. And we are praying that the Lord will just show who these leaders are. To be really, in the intercession circle, Andy already worked on this one. Andy Kennedy, it's one of our leaders in England, has been involved in this one and has this in his heart, but not ready to lead it. So, yeah. Other questions or comments? Yes. If we have 2 circles in which we feel called to go, how do we do that? During this ILA, it will be difficult. Unless you cut yourself into 2 pieces. But after that, the idea is that these circles will meet somehow. And hopefully it will not be at the same time, at the same location. Yeah, it's... Yes. You are all seeing that Babs cannot cut herself into 2 pieces, neither. We will come to that really short, in a short moment. Yes? People that are going to getting involved in an international circle. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, we want to develop, the question is related, to national, regional, international. You need to feel your heart. Very practically, if you have training on your heart, and you feel that you would like to contribute to training at a national level, do that. But if in your thought and prayer and heart you feel that you would like to impact your region with that, do that at that level. And if you want to impact, the world with training because you feel that this is your passion, and you have something to contribute internationally, go in the international circle. If we have a circle at an international level, regional level, and national level, of course, somehow they will be connecting. Of course, they will be relating to one another.
أكيد رح يكونوا متواصلين كلهم سوا.
I'm not sure you see the difference between the second and the third points about working with children at risk.
It's coming. It's a good question. Yeah.
عم يسأل شو الفرق بين دائرة رقم 2 ودائرة رقم 3 وهي رح تفسر بعد شوي.
And for this ILA right now, on a Friday evening, when there is a circle evening,
لهيدا الاي اي هلا نهار الجمعة شيء وقت في ليلة الدوائر
join the one that you feel that is the more, you feel called to. It does not mean that you will commit to this circle at an international level for the next, okay? Relax.
انضموا للدائرة اللي انتم هلا بتحسوا على قلبكم تنضموا لها مش يعني انتم رح تضلوا مع هاي الدائرة دايما مش يعني رح تخدموا كل حياتكم هونيك بس لهلا اذا هيدا على قلبكم اجتمعوا معه.
If you have a heart for communication, go to the communication circle, okay?
قلب للتواصل اجتمعوا مع الدائرة تبع التواصل.
For this Friday, it's more open, okay, of course.
نهار الجمعة هيك.
It's a start of the process.
هي ابتداء مرحلة طويلة.
Babs, I think it's important that you come to tell us how you will divide yourself into two pieces.
Yeah, okay. I just want to say a bit about the Safeguarding Children's Circle. And people have asked also, what is my role or what are you expecting? And I just want to quickly say that and then say what the circle will be. Oh, sorry.
عن دائرة رقم 3 شوي وعن أنا شو دوري بهالمنطقة.
So Joel was already talking about having different levels.
فجوال كنت أصلاً عم تحكي عن إنه في مراحل مختلفة
And for the child protection that I have been talking yesterday,
وعن حماية الأطفال.
every team, of course, will have a coordinator in the team. Every team will have a coordinator in the team
بكل فريق رح يكون في حدا عم ينسق بهذا الفريق.
who makes sure that the team is trained, understands everything about abuse and protection,
ورح يتأكد إنه بهذا الفريق في التدريب اللازم.
makes sure that every new staff member knows about it,
لأنه كل مساعد بهذا الفريق بيعرف بهول التدريبات وبيعرف بهول الأشياء.
and will familiarize himself or herself with the law, know local help addresses. That's the role of the team coordinator.
ورح يكونوا بيعرفوا عن القوانين وإذا صار في مشكلة مين بيساعد ومين مطلوب.
And then we have the national and or regional coordinators,
ورح يكون في عنا منسقين بالبلد أو بالمناطق
which will overseeing kind of the teams,
رح يكونوا كانوا عم يشرفوا على الفرق
helping them to implement the policies in their teams,
يساعدون إنه يطبقوا هذا الشيء بالفريق.
know where to get help in the country or the region with addresses of lawyers, helplines, organizations.
وين فينا نطلب مساعدة بالبلد وين في نعرف الحقوق نعرف القوانين.
Make sure that all the teams have applied the policies.
بيتأكدوا إنه كل هالفرق طبقوا هذا الشيء.
Be ready to guide the teams, train the teams,
يقدروا يقودوا هول الفرق
but also be a point person in case there was an abuse in the team, so they can go to the person outside the team.
يكونوا حدا فيهم يجوا لعند الفرق لعنده إذا صار شيء.
So that's the role of national and regional coordinators.
فهذا دور القائد بالبلد.
And in the safeguarding circle,
وبالدائرة رقم 3
the safeguarding circle is for me only a temporary circle
هي بس دائرة وقتية
where we will help the regions to get everything in place.
اللي رح تساعد المناطق إنه يطبقوا كل هالأشياء.
So it is it will eventually be a circle for regional and national leaders, not for team leaders,
بعدين
team coordinators.
رح تكون مثل دائرة عالمية أو دائرة أكبر على منطقة أكبر مش بس مش
To just help to get the process moving
تساعد الشيء
of having really the child protection policy applied to every single King's Kids team.
يصير في حماية الطفل بكل فريق مع
So for the circle meeting on Friday,
فللاجتماع مع الجمعة
I would really like to, or I want from every region at least one person who is either appointed to be that person
بطلب من كل فريق يكون في شخص يستلم هاي الأشياء
or who says, I will take over the role for now and then we go home and we find someone.
أو إنه يقول أنا هلا أكون مسؤول لهلا وبس نروح على البلد نشوف مين رح يجي
And of course, other people are also welcome for this time.
وأكيد ناس تانيين يعني يعملوا هاي
And how do I do with dividing myself?
هلا بدي أحكي عن كيف فيني أقسم حالي
The working with children at risk circle is not so specific. This circle is really specific. The circle on safeguarding children is very specific.
الدائرة تبع حماية الطفل هي كتير دائرة محددة.
The circle on working with at-risk children is not so specific.
الدائرة الثانية اللي أنا بشتغل فيها هي مش هلا محددة.
It's really for people who work with all kinds of at-risk children.
هي دائرة للناس يشتغلوا مع كل الأطفال اللي بخطر.
What my heart would be for that circle
قلبي لهيدي الدائرة هو
is for people to come together who have an international heart, like Joel was sharing,
هو إنه الناس اللي عندهم هذا الشيء على قلبهم يجتمعوا ويصير في وحدة بيناتهم.
to help each other. Where are resources available? What can we make available for the whole of King's Kids in that area?
يساعدوا بعض ويتناقشوا عن كيف فينا نحسن هذا الوضع وكيف فينا نساعد بهذه الدائرة عالميا بأولادنا.
How can we make training available in that area?
كيف فينا نعمل تدريب بهذه المنطقة.
How can we help people to network with other organizations who have a lot of experience in that area?
كيف فينا نساعد الفرق يتواصلوا مع جمعيات اللي عندهم خبرة بهذا الموضوع.
So that people who have a heart to work with children at risk really know where to go and how to be equipped.
فإنه الأشخاص اللي عندهم قلب للأطفال اللي بخطر يكون عندهم طريقة إنه يقدروا يفهموا.
And because I cannot divide myself,
بس لأنه ما بقدر أنا أقسم بين الاثنين.
I will not lead a circle here. I will not lead a circle here.
بكون عم أقول دائرة هون.
But if that's your heart, your passion like mine,
بس إذا هيدا على قلبك
come and talk to me.
تعال وتكلم معي.
And we will meet over Zoom when we are back home.
ونلتقي على زوم بس نرجع على البيت.
Okay? So that's how I divide. I do lead the safeguarding children one here. Yes. I'm not leading the second circle here. Okay? So if children at risk are on your heart, you are interested in that circle, just come and talk to me personally and then later we will meet.
الدائرة تبع الأولاد بخطر هي دائرة على قلبك وبتحب تخدم فيها بيسمع وتتكلم معك.
Okay?
Thank you, Babs. We did not put, any commitment saying, we didn't put any commitment in the circles. Saying your commitment to an international circle is 2 hours every day. Because it really depends on the circle. Especially at an international level, what I can see happening that it will be through Zoom,
نحن بنشوف شو عم بيصير بنشوف على زوم
something like 3-4 times a year is something that I can see happening.
شي 3-4 مرات مثلا بالسنة.
And just having the time to meet during our international or regional gathering as circles would be an option too, of course, where we can meet face to face.
وممكن نلتقي على زوم حسب كل بلد البلاد سوا international.
But perhaps at the start of a circle, it will need more time of meeting and then less, it will really depend on the nature of the circle.
بس كل شيء بيكون حسب أي دائرة بدنا.
And also, it will depend on the availability of the leader leading the circle.
وأكيد حسب القاضي اللي هو اللي عم يقود الدائرة.
Because, the intercession circle, they could say we meet every morning to pray together.
إذا ممكن الدائرة تبع صلاة التشفع تقول نحن كل يوم صلاة بدنا نلتقي.
Or twice a year, I have no idea.
أو مثلاً مرتين بالسنة.
And the idea is that out of these circles would raise initiatives, within the region, within the nations. So it will really depend on what is coming out of this circle.
بس الفكرة إنه ندخل الدائرة يطلع مبادرات بالبلاد تبعنا.
So they are quite flexible. So, to sum up, from now on, we are asking you to go into regions,
من هلا رايح نحن عم نطلب منكم إنه تروحوا على
and you have till 12:30 to lunch.
عندكم من هلا للساعة 12:30 بالغلط.
Coffee break is included,
الكوفي بريك الفرصة هي included.
so you make a break whenever you want between 11 and 11:30 to grab something and to go back to your group as you want.
فأنتوا خذوا بريك فرصة صغيرة من 11 كفريق تاخذوا شيء تاخذوا قهوة.
And don't forget to bring with you the questions and a feedback after your time.